Welcome to Biarritz. I'm here on the beautiful southwest coast of France to do two things. That's ride the Honda Rebel 500 and 1100, and I'm also going to take you around and have a look at the Wheels and Waves Festival. So let's get on with it. For 5 days every summer, the southwest French coastal town of Biarritz is invaded by thousands of custom bike fans, surfers, skaters and artists. What started in 2009 with a group of about 20 people riding around the beautiful Basque region has grown into the multi-location festival of cool that we see today. Wheels and Waves is the brainchild of the 6 original members of the Southsiders MC, who combined their love of surfing and motorcycles to create an annual get-together which has grown and grown and grown. It's unlike any other bike event, not only from the point of view of its gorgeous location, but it's split across many venues offering a host of different events and attractions. The village, situated by the beach at Cité de la Ocean, is the main hub, and it's where you'll find the exhibitors, bars and pop-up restaurants, live music, film screenings, as well as being the home of the surf and skate competitions. As a guest of Honda, it was great to check out the custom Rebel collection that they had taken down for the event, and the variation demonstrates just how flexible a platform the Rebel is. This offering from French builders FCR Original really caught my eye, and Guy Willison's 5.4 flat track inspired bike from the UK showed just how it doesn't have to be a cruiser. The 1100 Rebel was represented too, and again it was another FCR creation that got my juices flowing. These guys' builds do really push my buttons, and the Sport, as it's known, is no exception. What a fantastic looking bike. Heading down the short distance to cross into Spain, and you'll find the Punk's Peak event. This is a 400 metre hill climb sprint race with multiple categories, which finishes right at the top of Mont Heiscabel. Over 100 riders compete, and there is probably the widest range of machinery you'll ever see at a single race event. It's definitely one of the highlights of the festival. A few miles north of Biarritz you'll find the town of Majesc, which is home of the El Rollo flat track. If no front brakes, metal shoes, dirt and full gas get your blood pumping, this is the place to be. It's a fantastic place to soak up the atmosphere and spend a day watching bar-to-bar racing on yet another menagerie of machinery. This is also the home of the Race of the Lords, which is a sand sprint race, as well as the Vintage Rally. If you fancy a break from watching moving bikes and you'd like to take the time to study some custom builds, then the Art Ride exhibition is for you. Situated within the Biarritz Indoor Skate Park, 10 minutes ride from the centre of town, you'll find a host of beautiful custom bikes, artwork and photography. It's a great place to just hang out, chill out and chat, but as the evening approaches, there's live music for you to go and get your groove on. So plenty to keep you occupied, and that's not taking into account the hundreds of fantastic bikes you'll see cruising around town anyway. The organisers even publish routes for you to download and follow, so you can explore the beautiful countryside and get up into the Western Pyrenees. If you can stay for the entire week to soak it all up, you'll have a fantastic time. But I wasn't only there for the show. Honda had very kindly invited me down to ride both the Rebel 500 and Rebel 1100 on a stunning 150km loop, tipping over into Spain and back. It's amazing countryside, and what's better, the well-surfaced roads are empty, and I'm already planning a return trip at some point in the future. Honda are a Wheels and Waves sponsor, which is why we were down there riding the Rebels. There's been no change in the bike since I made my initial videos, so I'll put a link on the screen, and if you'd like to go and watch the full reviews, you can do so. So this ride was a way for me to revisit the Rebel 500 and 1100, and what a place to do it. I started the day on the 500, which incidentally has become the most watched bike review on my channel, and I can see why it's such a popular bike. The 471cc parallel twin motor is a gem. It's punchy and eager, and it will cruise through city traffic as happily as it will take on the open roads. The bike's small, light and is A2 license compatible, which makes it perfect for new or young riders. But I wouldn't just pigeonhole it into that category. It's a lot of fun for everyone. We hustled the bikes along the mountain roads, all of us with big grins on our faces. Not once did the little Rebel complain. It handles pretty well too, and it only gets a little unsettled on fast, uneven bends. It's all very predictable though, and there's no drama. As you've seen from the custom offerings, it also makes a great blank canvas if you want to personalise it. It doesn't take much, just a few bolt-on parts can really transform it. And when you take into account also the Rebel 500 costs just $6,299, you do get a lot of style and quality for the money. At the halfway point, I jumped onto the Rebel 1100 DCT, and it was interesting to switch from the 500 straight onto its bigger sibling. It felt the same but different, if that makes sense. The DNA is there, but the 1100 is a whole different beast. Obviously the increase in power is most noticeable, and the CMX 1100 is much quicker than I think most people imagine. The Honda bods have done a great job in altering the tune of the Africa Twin derived parallel twin. The torque peaks much lower and it seems to be there whenever you need it. Handling is precise and accurate, and the extra bulk makes the 1100 feel much more solid on the road than the 500. The higher quality suspension is noticeable when cornering. If you need to change your line, the 1100 is much happier to do it than the 500, and you can get quite a lean on too. I was also reminded of how comfortable a bike this is. Ergonomically it fits me well at 5'10", the seat is good, and I was happy spending many hours in it. Of the two, the Rebel 1100 is my favourite, not just because of the extra power, but also the DCT option. To me, it makes perfect sense to have this on a cruiser. They're meant for relaxed riding, aren't they? And you can't get more relaxed than a DCT equipped bike. But having said that, flick it into manual or sport and the big Rebel comes alive. Its performance and handling far exceed your initial expectations. If you were so inclined, I think this would show a clean pair of heels to most of its competition. It's a lovely machine. To have the opportunity to ride both bikes back to back in such beautiful surroundings was amazing, and I'd like to thank Honda for the opportunity to attend Wheels and Waves. I'll definitely be making plans to come back again, both for the event and also to spend more time riding in the mountains. It may not be as scenic, but if you've never ridden one, I suggest getting down to your local Honda dealer and giving it a go. So I hope you found the video interesting. If you've got any questions about the bikes or the event, or indeed the gear I'm riding or anything at all, then drop those in the comment section down below. And all that leaves me to say is until next time, thanks for watching, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.